Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to apply and blend your foundation, cream blush and concealer to achieve a flawless finish look. So if this is what you would like to see, keep on watching. So please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. So first thing first, you want to cleanse the face in order to remove dirt and oil on the face. So you can either use your wipe or a cotton pad with a micellar water to clean up the face. But if your face is very sensitive and it reacts to anything, avoid using wipe because some wipes can be very harsh. Then after that, I'm going to hydrate the skin. After hydrating, you need to let it dry into the skin. Make sure you hydrate and let it dry into the skin. After which I went ahead to moisturize. Whether you have oily or dry skin, moisturizer helps a lot for skin prepping. So make sure you moisturize thoroughly all over the face and let it dry properly into the skin. So it's important to know the type of skin you have because skin differs. Some people have oily skin, some people have dry skin, some people have combination skin, while some people have normal skin. So it's important you know the type of skin you have before you know the type of primer to use. So this my mother has a very dry skin, so I'm going to be using this Omaricode hydrating primer on her face. I'm just going to apply it all over the face. So because she has a very dry skin, I'm not going to use any mattifying primer on her face, but I'm going to let her face dry properly into the skin. I'm going to let the primer dry into the skin before I move on to the next product. So after this, I'm going to be applying this Nuban Beauty liquid highlighter. This is optional, but this helps to make the face glow. It's Nuban Beauty product and it helps the face to glow. It helps you achieve a glowy base. So can you see that her face is already glowing? So moving on to foundation, I'm going to be using this Mary Kay foundation in the shade 607. So I'm just going to use my flat brush to apply it all over the face before blending. But if you're using the mattifying foundation, do not waste time after applying the foundation because it will dry up immediately. So because this foundation is not a mattifying foundation, because my client has a dry skin, I'm not using any mattifying product. I'm just using a normal foundation on her face. So I'm just applying it gentle all over the face. After applying it, next thing I did was to spray the face again for easy blending. If you spray the face, it would help you blend in the foundation without having patches. So you blend and you spray and start blending immediately. So whenever you want to blend, make sure you use your damp beauty sponge. Make sure you squeeze out all the water inside it. Then I used my damp beauty sponge to blend the foundation all over the face. If you don't squeeze out the water from the beauty sponge, trust me, while you're blending, everything, the beauty sponge will be packing all the foundation. So make sure you squeeze out all the water from the beauty sponge before you blend. And while you're blending, gently blend. Don't use your whole strength to blend because I see a lot of people how they blend their foundation. They just use all the strength in the whole world to blend. It's not proper. If your beauty sponge is soft and damp, trust me, you achieve a flawless finish foundation. You don't need to do too much, you just need to do it gently, and at the end of the day you see how flawless your makeup will come out. So make sure your beauty sponge is damp and make sure it's very soft because there are lots of strong beauty sponge in the market. So make sure you buy the very soft one. So if you're a beginner and you're finding it difficult to blend in foundation into the skin to achieve a flawless finish look, trust me, this tutorial is for you. Just pay close attention to this and trust me, you would see the difference. So in order to achieve a flawless finish foundation, number one, your beauty sponge must be soft. Number two, it must be damp. Number three is how you blend in the foundation into the skin. And number four is the type of foundation you use on the skin that you're working on. So can you see how well blended everything looks? It's already looking good. So after blending in the foundation, I'm going to be locking it up with this Kiss Beauty Fix Spray. This would help the foundation not to move or go anywhere. So after spraying the face, I'm going to let it dry into the skin. I'm going to let the spray dry before I move on to the next process. So after drying, the next thing I did was to contour. I'm going to be using this Nuban Beauty foundation to contour the face. So while you're contouring, you need a shade that is two shades darker than your skin to contour. If you use a shade darker, it might not really show, and if you use a shade too dark, it would not really come out nice. So make sure the shade is two shades darker than the skin to contour the face. So after blending in the contour, moving into the next process, I'm going to be applying my cream blush. So I'm just gonna mix these two shades from my Blossom Lip palette and apply it above her contour, and a little bit on the tip of her nose. After which I used my beauty sponge to blend. So while you're blending, make sure you blend towards the direction where the blush is going to. Don't blend and bring it down. Blend and take it upwards. So can you see how well blended it already looks? So after this, I'm going to be highlighting the face. I'm going to be using this Zikel concealer in the shade Honey to highlight the face. So while you're highlighting, you're not going to be packing too much concealer. A little goes a long way. You're going to apply on her forehead, the inner corner of her face, the outer corner of her face, her chin, the bridge of her nose before blending with your beauty sponge. So trust me, if you pack too much concealer, you end up having a patchy look. So a little goes a long way. So if at the end of the day you feel like you want to apply more concealer, that's fine, but start with a little quantity. Trust me, if you start with a little quantity, you will be able to blend it properly into the skin. So after blending in the concealer, next thing I'm going to be contouring the nose with the same shade I used to contour the face to contour the nose. So after applying it, next thing I did was to blend to avoid harsh lines. So I went back using my beauty sponge to blend her forehead so that everything will be well blended. So can you see how it looks? So if at the end of the day you want to add more highlights on the inner corner, you just take a lighter shade of concealer and apply only on the inner corner and blend it. Trust me, if you don't want the inner corner of your face to be highlighted more than the other places, you can skip this part. But if you want the inner corner of your face to be a little highlighted more than the other place, you just apply a little lighter concealer and blend. So this is the finished look. If you enjoyed watching this video and if you learned a thing or two, let me know in the comment section. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.